Hey guys! In this video, we will look at the top 10 best controllers for PC gamers in 2021, available on the market today. We made this list based on our own opinion, research, and customer reviews. We've considered their quality, features, and values when narrowing down the best choices possible. If you want more information and updated pricing on the products mentioned, check the links in the description box below. So, here are the top 10 best controllers for PC gamers in 2021. Number 1, Razer Wolverine Ultimate. Being a professional esports player isn't the only reason to invest in a pro controller. That would be like restricting fast, reliable cars with loads of cool features to only F1 racers and secret agents. Casual gamers playing Uncharted 4 on easy mode can find the same joys in a high-end controller as the most dedicated Overwatch players. The Razer Wolverine Ultimate is a controller that lets any gamer feel like they're playing in luxury. The sheer volume of customizable features means this gamepad can be tailored to fit any gamer's needs, for any game. You can spend hours tweaking the different button layouts, sensitivities, and colors for up to 500 profiles. If you prefer clicky-feeling controls, Razers are some of the best. The care and attention to detail more than justify the premium cost. Number 2, DualSense PS5 Controller. As I currently write, the PS5 is not yet out, and therefore neither is its controller. But with the next-gen consoles so close that we can smell them, I just had to rave about the new DualSense PS5 controller. I have not been lucky enough to try this controller, but with so many awesome new features it would be criminal not to include it on this list. And of course, I will update it as soon as I've got my hands, literally, on this game-changing gamepad. PlayStation has kept their controllers relatively similar to the original PS1 controller, but this year marks some huge leaps forward in immersive gameplay. From now on, VR won't be the only way to feel like you're inside the game. PlayStation has also massively improved the speaker on its controller, so you won't be instantly rushing to turn the feature off. Number 3, Nintendo Super Smash Bros. Nintendo has always broken the mold when it comes to their controllers, from the three-pronged Nintendo 64 controller to the game-changing Wiimote, to their most recent innovation, the Joy-Cons. Now, I think they use the term Pro pretty loosely as there is no customization, but that doesn't take away from the fact that it is one of the best first-party controllers available. And, unlike its more attention-seeking brothers and sisters, it easily connects to PCs, especially for gamers using Steam. The Pro controller is one of the best Steam-compatible controllers. The design is sublime and has that Nintendo quality is written all over it. My only small complaint is that the buttons should be more rounded, as they are raised quite high. The best standard first-party controller. Analog sticks and buttons feel like a dream. Number 4, Gammer Wired Gaming Controller. Not everyone here is looking for a top-of-the-line, fully customizable controller with 7 million different buttons. I'm sure some of you are looking for a simple, solid controller you can plug in, put your feet up, and jump into any game you feel like. The Gammer Wired Gaming Controller is just that. Nothing fancy apart from some LED lights. They don't do it for me personally, but I appreciate that they could be appealing to others. And if not, you can turn them off. The rumble feature is pretty good, it's nothing to write home about, but you get nice, firm feedback that doesn't throw the controller around in your hands. Another notable feature is a Turbo Plus button which you can map to any button you wish. You can hold the desired button and then press the Turbo Plus button, and the LED lights flash as confirmation. It's not something I use often, but it works simply and smoothly. An authentic and durable feeling third-party budget controller, not too dissimilar to an Xbox 360 controller. The mappable Turbo Plus button is a great addition for many gamers, especially ones who struggle with quickly repeated button presses. Just plug in and play on most PCs. nice quality LED lights. If this is a con for you, then the option to turn them off can be your pro. Number 5, Nikon PS4 Revolution Unlimited Pro Controller. The winner of Best Gaming Accessory in the 2020 T3 Gaming Awards, the Nikon PS4 Revolution Unlimited Pro Controller wholeheartedly deserves that title. This outstanding asymmetrical controller features a PS4 layout and includes its touchpad. It also comes with concave and convex analog sticks and a premium carry case. LED lights let you know which of 2 layout modes you are currently using, with a third letting you know you're connected to a PC. These S buttons can all be remapped using the controller itself, and the other buttons, along with trigger and stick sensitivity, can be customized through Nikon's PC app. This can't be done through the PS4, but that's no bother for PC gamers. The accuracy of the analog sticks rivals that of the DualShock 4, but Nikon's triggers and bumpers outshine it completely. Expert build sets it apart as a leader in the next generation of gaming. Wired/wireless options and solid PC compatibility make it a great choice for PS4 and PC gamers. Remappable buttons, adjustable sensitivity, additional weights, and swappable analog stick make this one of the more customizable controller options. Pinpoint accuracy makes it a gamer's dream. Carry case and design give it a premium feel. Number 6, Hori Fighting Commander 4. I can sometimes beat my brother at Smash Bros. When he's not playing as Kirby, but when it comes to games like Street Fighter V or Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, button mashing can only get me so far. That's why I asked my friend who has been playing and winning fighting games since I can remember, what he would consider the best PC controller for fighters. There was no hesitation before his answer, Hori Fighting Commander 4. He told me he actually prefers this gamepad over arcade-style controllers with a joystick. This is due to the fact that he grew up with fighting games on consoles, like the SNES, and the Hori Fighting Commander 4 feels like the perfect successor to those classics. While most gamepads are designed to handle every type of game, the Commander 4 isn't trying to please everybody. The sturdy feel, bigger buttons, exceptional design, and turbo options show that this controller was designed with one type of gamer in mind, my friend Webb. Large, responsive buttons and D-pad mean unwanted inputs are a thing of the past, even for giant hands. As sturdy as the nerves of gamers who compete in fighting game esports. Wired for ultimate responsiveness. Web approved. So get your brand new product mentioned, check the links in the description box below. Number 7, Astro Gaming C40 TR PS4 Controller. This is one of the most controversial controllers on this list. How can a controller be controversial? Well, let me cast your mind back to the N64, the three-pronged beauty that caused all sorts of arguments among gamers. And the reason it's so controversial? Because shooter enthusiasts praise the C40 as their holy grail, while those looking for an all-purpose pro controller may find themselves with their hands full. Literally. This thing is a beast. The sheer size of this thing can turn most people off and causes plenty of claims that this controller is overpriced, difficult to use, and too heavy. A heavy-weighted feel, customizable trigger sensitivity, and trigger stops for hair trigger reactions make for an unstoppable force in FPS gaming. It's hard to recommend another wired or wireless controller that can rival the C40 in FPS titles. Being able to swap the D-pad and analog sticks easily is great for gamers who prefer certain consoles and/or configurations. Its software allows you to tweak almost all aspects of the controller setup. Number 8, Valve Index Controllers. After many decades of virtual reality gaming struggling to get off the ground, VR is finally a legitimate platform, in part thanks to the development of technology and innovation from developers. And it is this support from companies like Valve that will transform VR into a behemoth on the gaming landscape. It stands to reason that Valve themselves would make arguably the best VR controllers available. I was a bit of a latecomer to the VR scene. The Valve Index was the first VR setup I ever tried, so my initial experience of stepping into digital worlds consisted of using the Valve Index controllers. Since then, I've had a go on both the Oculus Rift and PlayStation VR. While they are wonderful, neither the Oculus Touch controller nor PlayStation's Move controller captured the immersion of Valve's Knuckles Dash as they're known to as hardcore bursts. Future-proof. VR displays will inevitably be upgraded, while these controllers are designed to be the status quo for some time. Extremely responsive sensors track finger movement with exactitude. Great connection and battery life. 8 hours may seem short, but for VR controllers this is a solid amount of time. Number 9. Logitech G923 Racing Wheel and Pedals. If you're a fan of racing games, a gaming steering wheel is essential for a fully immersive experience. And Logitech arguably makes the best steering wheels around. You could go for the Logitech G90 as it's a solid cheaper alternative to the G923, but if we're going all out, I have to recommend this incredible wheel. I put grid through its paces using this racing wheel, and I promise that once you get into a racing sim chair with this bad boy at the helm, you will literally have to be dragged away. In fact, this entire rig mimics the feel of what it would actually be like to tear up the track, from the quality materials used, to the weight you feel as you take that tight corner a little too fast. Feels as close to the real thing as possible, without having to get stuck in traffic. True Force HD force feedback is a game changer. Tons of customization options, both with software and hardware. So get your brand new product mentioned, check the links in the description box below. Number 10. 8-bit OS N30 Pro USB Gamepad. Not every gamer is about the latest graphics and new technologies. Many would prefer to tackle some old-school classics on emulators or RetroPie. Others prefer games that recreate that old-school feels, like Celeste or Ori and the Will of the Wisps. What better way to get the retro feel than with the classic SNES controller, which I consider to be the best retro controller ever made. This is the controller that ushered me into the world of gaming with titles like Super Metroid, Yoshi's Island, and Donkey Kong Country. I love jumping back into these titles just as much as I did in the 90s. An authentic yet modern feel is a perfect balance. Easy connectivity to PCs and consoles. Just plug and play in most cases. Very reasonably priced. Satisfying and accurate button presses mean when you fail a jump, it's on you. So these are the best controllers for PC gamers in 2021, which you can buy this year. If you know any other controllers for PC gamers in 2021, which we missed in the video, you can tell us the name in the comment. Thanks for watching. Like and comment. Subscribe.